the land of unparalleled beauty where nature's wonders unfold in every direction. Africa is a beautiful land that has too many challenges. The Sahara, the world's largest hot desert, is a sea of golden silence. When we talk about Africa, we also need to understand the conditions. The beauty of Africa is disproportionately affected by environmental issues, including deforestation, desertification, and pollution. They are challenging ecosystems, agriculture, and the livelihoods of millions of people. The Sahel region is a large area of semi-arid land, bordering the Sahara Desert to the north and the more humid savannas to the south. This region faces a big problem of increasing desertification. These environmental issues are caused by a combination of rising temperatures, unpredictable rainfall patterns, and increasing the frequency of droughts. On the other part, deforestation is highly driven by the demand of fuelwood and the expansion of agricultural land. Since the 19th century, Africa has lost about 22% of its forest. Desertification can cause by using unsustainable farming practices, growing non-native cash crops, the absence of crop rotation, and the use of heavy agricultural machinery. The increasing utilization of marginal lands further contributes to the cycle of degradation. Rapid growth of population in both human and animals make big pressure on the damaged land and limited resources. After facing so many problems, the people of Africa decided to start a change. In 2007, the African Union launched a large-scale greening project that called the Great Green Wall Initiative. In the 1950s, a very first concept of a large-scale greening, British explorer Richard St. Barbe Baker proposed the creation of a green front as a buffer against the expanding desert in the Sahel region. This initial vision laid the groundwork in 2002 and shaped as the Great Green Wall in 2007. The original vision of the Great Green Wall was to create a continuous wall of trees approximately 8,000 kilometers from Dakar, Senegal, in the west to Djibouti in the east. Over time, the concept evolved into a broader initiative that includes various land restoration and sustainable development projects. The people of Africa were not just planting trees, they were planting hope, restoring their livelihoods, and ensuring a future for the children. To coordinate this ambitious undertaking, the Pan-African Agency of the Great Green Wall, PAGGWW, was established in 2010 and headquartered in Nouakchott, Mauritania. They learned lessons from similar large-scale afforestation projects, such as the Algerian Green Dam and the Green Wall of China, by highlighting the importance of an integrated, multi-sectoral strategy rather than a singular focus on tree planting. The initiative aims to accomplish major milestones by 2030, such as restoring 100 million hectares of degraded land, sequestering 250 million tons of carbon, and creating 10 million green jobs. The GGW represents a proactive response for climate change, the alarming rate of biodiversity loss, and the expansion of the Sahara Desert. The GGW has been named one of the first 10 world restoration flagships of the UN decade on ecosystem restoration. The evolution of the GGW from a narrow focus on tree planting to a broader integrated approach by adapting to ecological realities and the needs of local communities. The idea of planting trees in such environments seemed impossible. The soil was dry, the winds were relentless, and water was scarce. But the project brought with new technologies. Farmers were taught how to use eye pits, small holes dug into the ground to capture rainwater and concentrate nutrients around the roots of plants. They learned about agroforestry, the practice of integrating trees with crops and livestock to improve soil health and biodiversity. This shift acknowledged that effective land restoration requires a holistic approach for both environment and the livelihoods of the people living in the region. The initiative has gathered more than 20 African nations with a huge amount of regional and international partners who contribute technical expertise, financial resources, and collaborative frameworks. Among these countries, some countries play as key contributors to the Great Green Wall Initiative. Senegal is frequently highlighted as a leader and planted over 11 million trees by 2019. Senegal started planting on the Furlough region in 2008. Their strategy emphasizes on strong community engagement and the promotion of income-generating activities for women, such as the creation of vegetable gardens. Nigeria has also restored 4.9 million hectares of degraded land by 2019. Nigeria established the National Agency for the Great Green Wall, PAGGWW, in 2015. Their comprehensive approach includes the creation of a 1,359-kilometer contiguous shelter belt, the promotion of dryland agriculture techniques, and the provision of alternative energy sources to reduce deforestation. Ethiopia has reclaimed 15 million hectares by 2019 and planted over 5.5 billion seedlings, representing the highest number of seedlings planted among participating countries. Ethiopia's Green Legacy Initiative focuses on broader ecosystem restoration, biodiversity conservation, and the promotion of a green economy. Their strategy involves large-scale reforestation campaigns combined with effective watershed management practices. The Great Green Wall project also invests on renewable energy projects like solar farms and wind turbines. These projects not only reduce greenhouse gas emissions, but also provide clean and reliable energy to communities. Children can study after sunset, businesses can thrive, and hospitals can provide important services. It's not just about reducing carbon emissions, it's about empowering people, about giving them the tools to build a better future. By restoring land, it creates jobs and boosts food security for millions of Africans. Communities are increasingly involved in ecotourism, recognizing the economic value of their natural heritage. They're learning that protecting wildlife isn't just about saving animals. It's about safeguarding their own livelihoods and their own cultural identity. Reforestation efforts have a ripple effect on ecosystems. Wildlife populations are beginning to recover. Rivers and pools once dried up are being replenished, benefiting both humans and animals. Even though all these great successes, not everything is always easy. In some areas, the lack of infrastructure made it difficult to grow this project. There were moments of newly planted trees were destroyed by sandstorms or eaten by animals. The rate of land restoration remains slow, comparing with the target of 100 million hectares in 2030. Securing the necessary financial resources, estimated at $33 billion, has been a persistent obstacle, marked by funding gaps and delays in the contributions. The instable security situation in the Sahel region, such as terrorist activity and ongoing conflicts, are also challenging the sustainability of restoration efforts. Many reports indicate that some Sahelian countries have not allocated national budgetary resources to the project, relying primarily on external funding, which can be unpredictable. Political instability and weak governance in some participating countries can freeze effective implementation and long-term commitment to the initiative. This multinational project needs the collaboration of governments, international organizations, local communities, and the private sectors to overcome these obstacles. The Great Green Wall is not just a physical barrier against desertification. It is a symbol of resilience and hope for the people of Africa. The wall of trees had not only stopped the desert, but had also planted the seeds of a brighter future. It demonstrates how collective action can address some of the most challenging environment of our time. The story of the Great Green Wall is a powerful reminder. When we work together, we can heal the land, protect our planet, and create a better world for the next generations. Thank you for being part of this journey. See you in the next video.